Welcome into DC On Screen episode 389. This is our big spoilery recap and review of Supergirl 2x21 Resist. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This, my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
You almost sounded sickly there.
Yeah, caught my throat.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
To recap, Cat Grant returns just in time to guide Supergirl and the rest of National City. President Alien has to come clean to Kara and the DEO team. Supergirl has to save Lena and Mon from Rhea's ship before the vows become a thing. Maggie and Alex buy just enough time for Supergirl's backup plan to kick in. And obviously, Cat can see straight through James' Guardian costume. Oh my gosh. We have a lot of fan feedback, so I'm gonna get to that.
Get right into it, yeah.
Chuckabutt on Instagram says, WTF Terry Hatcher? Indeed. I'll get to that in a second. Tumco26 on Instagram says, Alex jumping off the DEO building while shooting a Daxamite was one of the coolest moments of the season, maybe even the entire series. I just love Alex. Cat Grant was amazing and sorely missed. Kara needs that older, wiser person that she can talk to. Is making Superman bad the thing to do now?
Okay, all right, but to pair with that, yes, that was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time.
Yes, the Alex in the DEO building. Yes.
The Alex jumping out in the shooting, that was fantastic. Mm-hmm. But when Cat Grant falls out of the building, the CGI, it looked like a Nightmare Before Nightmare Before Christmas character falling out of a building.
Well, did she fall out of a building or out of a plane? I thought it was.
It was a plane. That's right. Yeah, I heard that. Like, Callista Flockhart traditionally gets made fun of for being too skinny. That's the joke, right? Mm-hmm. That's the go-to joke for Callista Flockhart.
I mean, it was in '97. I don't know.
That's yeah. And then they shot this and decided to make her about 63 pounds. Mm-hmm. It just looked weird.
It looked a little weird. Yato Hugh on Twitter also says, God, I've missed Kat on Supergirl. She has only been on screen for 5 minutes and I love it. I liked some of Kat's stuff, but when she first shows up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is heavy-handed. This is ridiculous. Where she's like, we're women. We can't talk about guns and weapons. What are we measuring?
No, look,
just shut up.
The line, surely so we don't need to measure anything, was good. I'll stand by that.
No,
I'll stand by that.
I won't. That was awful. I don't cop to the notion that Cat Grant at this point has to keep bringing up the fact that she's a woman. Everybody knows who Cat Grant is, and everyone's afraid of her. She doesn't have to throw in jokes about measuring dicks. Like,
I throw in jokes about measuring dicks all the time, and I'm a guy.
Well, yeah, so do I. But I'm not Cat Grant. I'm
good with it, man. I really am. Like, it was. I thought it was a well-written line, and then a good ploy, I guess, afterward. Mm.
So, yeah, there were a lot of things that I didn't much care for with Kat, I guess, this episode. Even, I felt like the writers were just, hitting us over the head with the, I don't know, with their politics a little bit. Which is, I don't claim a party, so... but... Oh gosh, it was
claim
just a
one
little
so
too
much as I haphazardly fall into one, but I'm a pretty liberal guy, so this show never really offends me.
Well, I'm a pretty liberal guy in a lot of respects, but I don't care for the will at least tell me you're still a Democrat. And part of me was kind of like,
see, I laughed at that.
I didn't care for it. It was just a little too much. It was too much.
It was the first time they've been open about their policies or their ideology, sure. But that's the first time they've named it.
Yeah, I'm never that excited about it. I'm just like, okay, I get it, we get it. Wink, wink. We know.
We know who you voted for. Come on now. Yeah.
No, it's not that I even begrudge them at all. At all. It's just all right. Why can't they do this on Arrow? Ollie's supposed to be crazy liberal.
I know, yeah.
Let's do that.
Dude.
But
The real Oliver from the comics would have been like standing behind Bernie Sanders in every shot.
So anyway,
like in costume with the arrow pointed, going, "Vote or I fucking pull this. I will fletch another arrow for your ass." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me thinks like, yeah, Kat might actually be. I mean, that might be in character enough that I can get by that. But
no, it makes sense for a character. I understand like for the show for it to kind of in a meta kind of way point out its politics. It's a little weird, but because it's very divisive. But at the same time, they know their crowd. They know who they're dealing with. They only get about 3 million viewers, and those 3 million viewers are probably largely Democrats.
Maybe.
Or at least liberal. At least to the point where like they didn't get offended by the mention of the word Democrat.
Well, I didn't get offended. That's a strong word.
Yeah. See, that's my point. Like you watched it and you're like, eh. But like worst case scenario is given their viewers, they watched it and went, eh. Like that was it. Like, a couple of kind of dismissive grunts, and then they moved on. Like that within their viewership, this show is they didn't just like risk their they didn't risk the viewership, I guess.
Right. No. Yeah.
But Kat did have some really cool lines in her triumphant return, I'll call it. Because I'm sure that
she had a few.
I'm sure that's what they wanted. Like it was a cool thing about like not about what you do. It's about who you love. Waiting to rescue them isn't selfish. It's everything. All that stuff.
Sure.
Which,
by the way, flies in the face of everything Kara has learned this season.
Yes, but when you look back at it, like that kind of is the point. I mean, Kara has just been weird, like
awful.
An arrogant, selfish, weird thing for a lot of this season, and then Kat Grant comes back and she like justifies it in a way that it makes it noble again. I can get behind
just
that.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Kara learned like don't go jumping into things to save the loved one because you're just going to put them in more danger when you don't know what all you're doing. And then Kat's like, yeah, but you got to do that. All right, come here, Lillian.
I mean, yeah, but like super as a prefix, like Superman, Supergirl, anything. It's you kind of expect. I don't know. I do want her to like rethink things because she has this in this concept of Supergirl. She has this DEO surrounding her. This complex of really brilliant people surrounding her that should be able to point her in a good direction. And like what I haven't liked about that is that she's like doing it anyway. It's different from when like Superman is the head of the Justice League and he's the guy everyone comes to. When he goes in head first, I'm like, well, I mean, the leader thought it was the right thing to do, and I get behind that because that's how they conceptualize that. It's not like he has this. He doesn't have the brain trust that's telling him what to do. In that case, that's how it works. Is the traditional Superman in charge of the Justice League, I guess, just does what he thinks is right, and that's great. But in this version, she has so many voices that are so wise in her ears, in her very capable ears, that in this context, you think she should rethink a few things, and that's why we've like fallen out of love with her a little bit this season, is because she doesn't. She just does whatever the fuck she thinks is necessary.
Yeah,
which is,
and now we have Kat Grant telling her it's okay.
Yeah, but I feel like if Kat Grant was there the entire time, she could have given her a little bit of context. But at the same time, she does. Like she has this lovely speech. I got to give her credit. Like Callista Flockhart came back on and had all the swagger she had before. Like the line, "Oh, Winslow, I'm always ready." I kind of I kind of wanted to clap a little bit. But her little speech about like resist the invaders with everything you've got. They have no idea what they're up against. Everyone needs to be superheroes. And then like names herself, "I'm Kat Grant. I'm not going anywhere." Mm-hmm. It was strong.
Except for most of the season.
Except the fact that she hasn't been there all season.
I think it's kind of funny that she can tell that James is Guardian through his eye slit, but can't tell that Kara is Supergirl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And, there are people all over the internet. Oh, she knows. She knows that. Okay, well, everything that she says seems to be against that notion, but okay.
I really do want to believe them. I do. I mean,
it'd be nice.
I would like to believe it's like a slow play on Kat's behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's mentoring her in a way where like she's got a game plan, but
oh. All right, so Kat's line, "Where's James? James is hiding like a coward."
Yeah. Where's Kara? Also a coward.
Also a coward. I laughed at the beginning of this episode where Rhea tells Lena, "You are a marvel." I wrote, "Pretty sure she's a DC, buddy."
Very specifically. Oh, I hate Rhea so
also,
much.
I love that Rhea is like broadcasting everyone, "People of Earth, do not be afraid." I'm like, stop firing at them. Like, as she's saying, her ships are like destroying huge chunks of the city.
No, what I wrote down was, "Do not be afraid. ... of the killbots."
It's only a name I liked. Don't worry. I know they've killed several of you.
It's aesthetic. The name. No big deal.
No, I have to admit, I may have just missed something here. Is it just because she likes Lena? Is that why Rhea wants Lena and Mon to marry?
Apparently she has some respect for Lena. Like she thinks that Lena is like a paragon of humanity.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably true. I mean, the way they've written the show, I mean,
Sure.
she's smarter than Lex. Not smart enough to see Kara and Supergirl the same. But, again, when we use the prefix super, we just have to accept that people can't understand.
Right.
That being said, I've said this before, though. Henry Cavill literally put on a pair of glasses, the exact same glasses he used in Man of Steel, and walked through Times Square and no one knew who he was.
Yep, that happened.
That literally happened.
Actually, I don't think it did. He didn't even have the glasses on, as far as I remember.
Oh, he had a Superman shirt on when he did it. No, he had the. I think he had the glasses.
I don't think he had the glasses.
I think. Yeah. All right, we'll have to look that up. But yeah, but people cannot recognize anything. The average human is capable of. I'll call it a glorious amount of ignorance. So it didn't really bother me that Lena doesn't understand Kara and all that stuff. But I do like that Lena and Kara are friends.
If you put on a pair of glasses, I'd still know it was you. Like, oh, it's Jason. No, I don't know why he's wearing glasses. That's Jason.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe it helps that I've actually seen you wear a Superman costume.
That good. That could.
Anyway. I kind of like that, okay. I thought it was kind of stupid that Cat Grant and the president had been roommates in college. Kind of a pretty big stretch. Same time, I thought it was funny that she got high one night and thought she saw E.T. in the bathroom. Let's see. Anything else? Do you have anything else for the episode?
No, it was kind of a mild episode for me. Like, I wish I was looking forward to more, but I'm kind of not.
Yeah, even like Lena and Mon in the episode were just kind of, ugh.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, it was just matrimony moping.
Yeah.
So, did you get the feeling that there may have
I
been...
did laugh though when like apparently Cat Grant left National City to just find happiness, and she asked Siri where the happiest place was. That part cracked me up as an idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was okay. Were you taken off guard? Did you realize that that Rhea had taken Superman?
Yeah, I'm not taken off guard by it though. I was like bored by it.
Yeah,
because like that's the trope they're giving us with Rhea is like, oh, she can manipulate people.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of like part of the premise of the last season was that Tyler Hoechlin, probably close to the pronunciation, Superman was being manipulated. We didn't even get to see him. He was so manipulated. He was an ant crawling in the colony. And we're back here. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like that's
well, it looks like
that's a little boring to me.
It looks like next week there's going to be some trial by combat.
Yeah, of course.
Like little Supergirl versus Rhea, but first Supergirl's going to have to fight Superman.
Of course.
And we're going to have Zod. I don't know where he comes in, but he's in the little trailer. He's just screaming, "The people of Earth!" Guess what they're going to do, Jason?
Yep.
They're going to kneel before me.
Oh, this season started out so well. It's gotten a little pat.
Oh, guys.
Oh, we didn't mention Linda Carter at all.
No, I didn't think she did a good job, honestly.
I did like her being there, and I did like the acclaim of saying like, "Oh, I'm not in Washington. I'm heading straight for you right now." I can dig that.
It was fine.
But
I didn't.
She's an actress from a different era. I mean, it's
yeah.
It's a different ballgame.
I kind of thought for a second, like, because she's like, "Destroy those ships. That is an order." And I'm like, why are they making her be so mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I got the idea that she was going to be like maybe kind of a bad guy earlier. Like there was going to be something there, and then it was just like, nope, I'm an alien. That's it. That's why I like aliens and the Alien Amnesty Act and the things. That's me. Hiya, guys. Cat Grant's roommate.
I mean, I like them like sitting down with her and all the revelations of, oh, I'm an alien, and you know, I like the bits about like, can you keep a secret and all that stuff, but yeah,
I mean that was a thing that we could have had earlier in the season, and it would have made no difference.
Yep. There
was no need for all of the like, I'm gonna walk behind this corner and then change into an alien and look kind of like I'm pooting.
No, there was a reason for that, but that was back in like what, early November. The reason for it happening now, as the reveal is it's May.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, there's a certain amount of finance that goes into these things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, that's all I got for Supergirl. I am honestly most excited about them being able to start over for another season. So that's why I'm looking forward to the end of the season.
I don't know what they have. They've got one more.
Yeah.
Whatever's happening, she persists, I suppose.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week with our review of the finale, and We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at dconscreen.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at dconscreen, one word. dconscreen@gmail.com to email us. To send us a voicemail, 205-259-6331. Proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network, giantsizeteamup.com. We're going to be coming right back with our review of Infantino Street.
The Flash
322. So until then, guys, keep some DC on your screen.